All right, welcome our next inductee, Larry Rohrer of Beresford, South Dakota.
Larry Rohrer's vision of public media has had an impact on every South Dakota high school, creating ahead-of-its-time coverage of events on the internet and increased television broadcasts of high school athletics and fine arts. This large-scale media partnership was the first in the nation and remains a point of pride. Rohrer is most widely recognized as a voice and program host on the South Dakota Public Broadcasting Radio and Television Network, but has had an even greater impact on all South Dakotans through his innovations in media programming. His outreach for arts organization partnerships has supported hundreds of concert programs from the South Dakota Symphony, Black Hills Symphony, local and regional musicians, and online distribution of the Levitt concert season for South Dakotans to access wherever they live.
We had a drawing to see who was going to follow Mule Deer, and I lost. First, to my fellow inductees, the board and staff of the Hall of Fame, and guests. I'm approaching my 50th year in broadcasting. Technologies have changed, and there's been major disruption in the media industry. Now, disruption that's due in large part to digital communications and new platforms. And to me, disruption causes two things. One is fear of the unknown. The other is opportunity. And I'm here because of the opportunity. The opportunity that's been guided by both people and purpose. I've always felt that the purpose of public broadcasting was really pretty simple. It was public interest, not self-interest, and public service, not self-service. Leading that charge among the people, not the person, is my longtime friend and our executive director, Julie Overgaard. I've worked with Julie for a long time. She's walked the political tightrope. She created a collaborative organization, and her management skills have been recognized nationally. The entire team at Public Broadcasting are the people you want in your community. They're committed to serving others, and they do that at work, and they do that in their communities as well. And I think a good example of that combination of people and purpose is represented by several at our Friends of Public Broadcasting table who are achieving goals that couldn't even be imagined even a decade ago. Now, as far as my journey goes, over this time I've been part of some very strange things, which have included an evening of live unscripted TV fundraising with Ted Nugent. I've had some unforgettable moments, which have included hosting a one-on-one interview with George McGovern before an audience at the Journey Museum Theater in Rapid City. And my first question to the senator was, what were you doing on December 7th, 1941? Over the next hour, everyone in the room received a clinic of how to have a life of public service from an extraordinary man and humanitarian. At times, my career has been very exciting, and quite honestly, nothing more exciting than live broadcasts. And at Public Broadcasting, live broadcasts can last a few minutes or several hours, so I've learned two important things. One is always use the restroom before you start, and the other is to have something prepared in case something unexpected happens. I was co-hosting the broadcast of the parade for the Vietnam Memorial, and I had information on each entry in the parade written down on a card, laid out in order on the table in front of us on the lawn of the Capitol. And then came the Huey helicopter, leading the parade, and it was amazing until the downdraft hit and my cards went poof, 25 feet in every direction. And as soon as they landed, the director said in my earpiece, 30 seconds to air. That was an exciting morning. Also, thanks to Public Broadcasting, many doors have opened for me. Shortly after starting, I met a group of extraordinary people, musicians that I get to play music with yet today. And another opened in 2008 when my friend and our Public Broadcasting board member, Doyle Estes, received a call from a fraternity brother of his, Lambda Chi, of course, and the caller suggested to Doyle that there should be an honor flight program in South Dakota. Doyle's response was, call Larry and call Dave Landry. He did. Dave and I met for the first time and had coffee, and over that coffee, we laid out the map and co-founded Honor Flight South Dakota, an all-volunteer project that over the next 4 years, along with the help of hundreds of other volunteers and thousands of dollars of your donations, created 12 separate charter flights sending over 1,400 World War II vets from South Dakota to see their memorial in Washington. Thank you, Doyle. I want to close with a few words from someone I call a public broadcasting colleague, Mr. Rogers. When Fred Rogers was recognized for his lifetime achievement in children's television, he used these words, and I feel the same way, and I want to repeat them because it's how I feel tonight. He said, so many people have made it possible for me to stand here tonight. Some of them are here in this room, some are far away, and some are even in heaven. Chief among those tonight is my wife, Marilyn. Her love and care for family is the heartbeat of our life. All of our children are here tonight, several grandchildren, and I want you to know, all of you, how proud I am of your accomplishments, not only of what you accomplished, but the people that you have become. And I wish you could see how I beam with pride every time that I talk about you with others. So many familiar faces here, and I know we may have met professionally, but I'm so pleased that so many of us are now friends. And I'm also so pleased that the board and the staff at the Hall of Fame have created a living Hall of Fame. And what a gift all of this has been for me. I've seen so much of our state. I've met so many fellow South Dakotans along the way, and wherever I go, they all have one single thing in common. Every town, every county, how proud they are to help each other, how proud they are to support, to build their communities and make life better. I love this place, and I'm enormously grateful that you've brought me closer to it. Thank you.
I love all of the proud parents here today. I'm so glad to hear that never gets old and you never stop bragging about your kids. I love it.